Mr. Patrick Tay.
So I've been lobbying on strengthening the Singaporean core, fair and progressive hiring and eradication of nationality bias since 2011. It has been an arduous but positive journey. We've seen the introduction of the Fair Consideration Framework and the National Jobs Bank in 2014. There is also greater focus and awareness of the move towards not just fair, but progressive workplaces and employment practices by the Tripartite Alliance for Fair and Progressive Workplaces, TAFEP for short, and our tripartite partners. Anecdotally, the situation has improved when I speak to fellow PMEs. However, I do still hear complaints of two kinds. First, hiring of its own kind practices and companies advertising in the Jobs Bank for the sake of advertising and treating the FCF and the Jobs Bank as mere window dressing. This happens not just in big MNCs, but also SMEs. Some also share employment agencies and placement companies are also where some of these malpractices happen. The general concern is over the glaring disproportionate number of foreign PMEs in certain sectors and companies. In some cases, the nationality biasness results in job losses of local PMEs and hiring of foreign PMEs for jobs which local PMEs can fill. In this regard, I wish to ask MOM to provide an update on how effective has the FCF been the past 3 years since implementation in leveling the playing field for our local PMEs and in eradicating nationality bias discrimination in hiring practices, including by employment and placement agencies. I know Minister shared that he has nailed more than 300 companies into what he calls the watch list, where he sees the triple week. Has there been an improvement since the last time he shared about this watch list? And can he share what kinds of companies, whether MNCs or SMEs, and from what sectors these companies are from? I have 5 concrete suggestions for MOM in respect of what we can do. Suggestion 1. At present, you are exempted from the Jobs Bank advertising requirement in any of these cases. Your company has 25 or fewer employees. The job position is paying a fixed money salary of $12,000 and above. The job is to be filled by an intra-corporate transferee. The job is necessary for short-term contingencies, i.e. period employment in Singapore for not more than 1 month. Can these areas be reviewed so that one is not easily exempted from the FCF requirements? Suggestion 2. Besides executive sanctions and measures, suggest MOM can also recognize and offer carrots and recognition to those companies and businesses which demonstrate an exemplary Singaporean core and a resolute commitment to hire and develop Singaporeans through the Human Capital Partnership Program, HCP for short. Suggestion 3. To encourage building a strong Singaporean core, companies and organizations which outsource some of their services such as IT, HR, or accounting, or even construction projects can, within the terms of the tender or contract, not buy from these triple-week companies or purchase from companies or organizations who have been recognized by the Human Capital Partnership mark. I suggest the public sector, including government-linked corporations, take the lead and should not procure services or buy from any of these triple-week companies. Suggestion 4. Over and above the existing requirements under the law, there could be tighter regulation and accreditation of employment and placement agencies to weed out bias and unfair hiring of its own kind practices and ensuring a strong Singaporean core. By the same token, these agencies, recruitment companies, and even company HR departments should not and must not treat the advertising requirement as mere window dressing and their practices closely monitored. Their frontline and placement staff should undergo mandatory training and accreditation to understand the concept of building the Singaporean core, FCF, and the Jobs Bank. Finally, suggestion 5. A tripartite capability development toolkit can also be developed by TAFEP for companies to address capability gaps within their organizations and put best practices in place to achieve HCP outcomes, such as hiring and developing a strong Singaporean core. Thank you.